What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I got some body camera footage from the Sandra Cruz's 12 YouTube channel from a city council meeting that took place in Holiday Lakes, Texas on July 24th, 2024. Now in this video, we're going to be focusing on Sergeant Bilbrey. That is the woman that you see there with the blonde hair. And while somebody was speaking during this public meeting, Bilbrey walked over to her and obstructed her airway, put her hand over her mouth, which in the state of Texas, that is a felony to obstruct someone's airway. Make no mistake about it, if that had been me or you that had done that to one of these public officials, the reaction would have been immediate and swift, and a jail cell would be upon us immediately with no bond while we await trial for the courts to figure it out. There would be no investigation. Now, where this video is going to start, Sergeant Bilbrey is giving a speech to the city council and to the members of the public, expressing her disgust for people to use social media to expose the town's dirt. Let's get to it.
To voice their grievances on social media rather than directly addressing the relevant departments or supervisors. For example, after Hurricane Beryl, decorations and donations were left in City Hall. Pictures were taken by a council member and shared with an activist in the community, who then posted them on Facebook with incorrect information about the situation. Such actions create misinformation and unwarranted criticism. These issues highlight a pattern where the hard work and positive contributions of our city workers go unnoticed, while any minor oversight or delay quickly becomes a topic of public criticism. The disparity is demoralizing for our staff who strive to serve the community to the best of our abilities. I respectfully request that council members address their concerns directly with the relevant departments or supervisors and avoid using social media as a platform for criticism. Open lines of communication will facilitate better understanding and resolution of issues. Additionally, recognizing and appreciating the hard work and achievement of our city workers will contribute to a more positive and productive work environment. I look forward to working together to create a supportive and collaborative atmosphere where all city employees can thrive and continue to provide excellent service to the residents of Holiday Lakes. Thank you for your attention.
I don't know how the city meeting council, whatever this is, go. I'm new to the community, but I respect everything you said. My husband is one of the workers here who had left our 5 kids during the storm with nothing to eat. Our water, yeah, I understand you guys want to talk about the chlorine levels. I'm looking at you because specifically, you're the one that always puts everybody down, and it's unappreciated. Number 2, he was out getting muddy. He was out cutting down trees on the clock as well as volunteering off the clock, because that's how we're raised, to be humble and help others. Not only that, it's demeaning for me to be new in the community a year and a half now and being being told to go to this page thinking it's just like a bulletin board of the community and I'm gonna see what's going on, introduce, I'm cool with my neighbors. I live on Alaska. I got 3 neighbors. That's it. We all get along, everything, but to see the demeaningness of the city is ridiculous. I understand there's homeowners, there's renters out here. I understand that. I applaud everybody. But get along. It's just ridiculous, the back and forth on social media and bashing.
I say
nobody gives credit where credit's due.
You bash the mayor, you bash the police department, you bash everybody here. If you don't like it here so much, why are you here? Get out.
Hey, you can't run me off.
Well,
you get out. If you don't
off.
like it, you can get out. And it's freedom of speech. I can say what I want
And
to
just
say.
as well as we can speak to me.
No.
Speech
Get off the
dominators.
internet.
No.
Hey,
Say it in person.
There's too many internet trolls. That's what it is.
let's don't bash each other. Okay? Let's be nice, let's try to be respectful.
3/4 of the people that sit there and say stuff will not
Let
step
everybody
out.
go at
I
one
can
time.
see.
Yeah, they don't.
I'm one that I'm stepping out. I'm
They're
running
doing this
on
instead of being like the
Facebook. I do.
Are we able to vote pain?
Okay, now I want to say
So
something.
let's hold off, guys, until it's time for public comment, and everybody will get to speak, okay?
Okay, well, why are they
Hold on,
flapping
Ms.
their
Butler.
mouth?
I know, We're gonna
I'm
do it
talking
one at a
because, like
time.
I said, I didn't know how it was.
Hey! Let's hush. We're gonna do it one at a time, and we're gonna do it during public comments, okay?
That's coming up.
Everybody just chill out.
No problem.
Okay. Now it's public comment.
We're gonna go one at a time. Mayor, you're gonna call on who you want to target.
You got the floor right now. You started off with it. You can finish your comment and we'll get to that.
All I'm saying is, if we're a community, at the end of the day, demeaning one another on social media does not fix nothing. At the end of the
I thought
day, if
we
you
were
have a
not on
problem,
public
just ma'am, you even tried to argue with me and ask me, am I part of Norman and them scheme? And I asked you to personally DM me, and I have not heard from you. I'm Rhonda Cruz. I didn't, you can't. I asked you to go back on social media, ma'am, and I asked you, I said, I'm not gonna tell you who I am publicly. If you have any questions for me.
You're scared,
feel-
I guess.
I'm not scared.
Well, why did
Baby,
you
I am
put
not
your
scared,
name? Why did
girl.
you put your name on there? If you're
It says
scared?
Rhonda Cruz. I'm adopted, that's my name.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I'm not scared.
Okay, y'all, I'm going to slow this down in slow motion so I can break this down, and then we'll look at it at regular speed. But as soon as Sergeant Bilbrey puts her hands on this woman's shoulders, under the Texas Penal Code for assault, she has already committed assault. It says a person commits an offense of assault if the person, if you go down to 3, intentionally or knowingly causes physical contact with another when the person knows or should reasonably believe that the other will regard the contact as offensive or provocative. Break that down in layman's terms. Unwanted touching. That is assault. Now, let's look to where she puts her hand over the mouth and obstructs the airway. According to the penal code, this has now turned into a felony. And if you notice, her hands remain on the back of this woman's neck and over her mouth until the woman uses her arm to grab Sergeant Bilbrey's arm and push it off of her airway so she can continue to breathe.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I'm not scared, girl. You can get it or you get it. I don't give a
We're
crap.
done.
You better ask about me.
Well, I don't know.
Girl, get you something to say to this.
Say what you gotta say to me, okay?
She's always said stuff for years. I've never seen Dominic help out much in the community. The bad she does, bad Norman.
No,
I've been here
because
for
they
long.
don't run the city the
Oh,
way
they
they
run it pretty
should.
damn good. I don't ever see you
Man, why aren't you on
pick up
the
regulars. I use my machine out there to work and take care of this store and everything.
They probably pay you, that's
Pay me?
why.
Okay,
Whoa.
okay, Adrian.
Okay, I have a question. So, we came to a meeting Saturday about the septic systems out here, everybody coming out and getting everything, pumped, if they could get their things pumped out. When I was leaving, there was a gentleman that was at the table, and he had mentioned that maybe we could get a grant to put like a sewer system out here, a complete sewer system out here. But I don't know where the city would own land out here to where we could do that. So I reached out to him, and he's gonna send somebody out here to do a, okay, what is it, a survey? A survey, just to see if the people out here would be interested in doing that. If we could get a grant to do that, would city council be willing, or would the city be willing to be able to give them that piece of property to where they can come in and build the septic system to where everybody would be connected to
We don't
it?
have any property to give, we have to buy.
Okay, so they'd have to buy it.
And it would have to be a massive amount of land. It would have to be more than 5 acres to suffice the septic.
I understand, I'm just saying that the state may be able to come out and do that towards it, they could. Okay, and that would help us with the water and everything out here. The second thing that I wanted to
No,
ask,
you ain't gonna do nothing.
excuse me,
Girl,
You shut up. Don't tell me to
Bill.
shut up.
Okay, guys, listen, I'm gonna say this, if y'all cannot stop, and that includes everybody in this room. You will be removed from the city
Well,
council room.
she ain't gonna be
It's
there
okay.
threatening me.
Okay, nobody's threatening you.
She's threatening
No,
me
no,
right
she
there.
didn't, but I'm just saying, stop now, or I'm taking y'all out, okay? That's it, no more, I'm not gonna tell you again. Next time I have to tell you, we're going out, taking y'all out, every one of you.
my second question is, back over.
Okay, as you can see, this town is a complete shit show. The police and the politicians in this town rule this town like dictators. We had to go there to file a complaint one time, and we were treated as criminals, and we did a public records request that was never answered. So I'm going to put together a few clips right here at the end if you want to look at that. The links to those full videos will be in the description, and we will be spending more time in Holiday Lakes Texas. They definitely need some training. They never answered my Freedom of Information Act request, which is a crime, and I would already have been back there recently if it wasn't for the hurricane. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video. We'll see y'all later. Leave me your comments below and let me know what you think. I'll see y'all later.
Who you are?
You can ask.
Okay, who are you?
I don't answer questions. Are you okay, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're acting suspicious. Have you been to the bar today? Just cooperate with my investigation, Bill. Do you have any other addictions besides checking people's ID? He's out there taking tire mold impressions on your tires. Why do you keep staring at me, man? It was just because we were practicing our right.
Come up there and just, look, I won't file a complaint and everything, but then you come up there and you trust the camera and you're like Wayne Dolcefino, you know, you're out there and you're gonna jump on somebody's face and jump on them.
If I wouldn't have recorded it, nobody would have believed my story. Excuse me.
But I'm gonna walk until you get filming.
I never walk that close to anybody. Look how
I
close
don't
you are.
want you that close, I know,
See, I've already taken 2 steps back.
and I don't want to be filmed.
Well, I mean, this is public. We're out in
But
public.
I'm not in the public now, I'm out here as a private
This
citizen.
is public property, man.
Well, but you don't, I don't want my picture, you're gonna have to pay me for all the hits you get on that damn website.
All right.
How that works.
Now we know why the police are out of line. See how the mayor acts.
Yep.
Let's go, Bruce.
Yeah.
You just made that one night.
These guys are just going to make excuses for these bad cops all night.
4,000 view top video right up until that
Yeah. You guys have a good night.
You too, even though it's,
What's that?
you too.
Okay.